King David was one of Israel's greatest kings. He loved the Lord, defeated mighty enemies, and ruled his kingdom with wisdom. But one season would become the darkest chapter of his life. It was the time when kings normally led their armies into battle. But David remained in Jerusalem while his commander, Joab, fought against the Ammonites. One evening, David walked across the rooftop of his palace, unaware that one decision was about to change everything. Looking across the city, David saw a beautiful woman named Bathsheba. She was the wife of Uriah the Hittite, one of David's own loyal soldiers. Even after learning that Bathsheba was a married woman, David allowed temptation to overcome wisdom. Instead of turning away, he sent his servants to bring her to the palace. Bathsheba came before the king.
My lord, the king.
David sinned against God.
You are
by sleeping
welcome
with
here,
another man's
Bathsheba.
wife. Afterward, she quietly returned home. Sometime later, Bathsheba sent an unexpected message. I am pregnant. Fear filled David's heart as he realized the truth could soon be discovered. Instead of confessing his sin, David tried to hide it. He ordered that Uriah be called home from the battlefield. Faithful Uriah returned from war and respectfully greeted the king,
you return victorious.
never imagining that David's plan involved him.
Before you.
David encouraged Uriah to return home and spend the night with his wife.
Be with your wife tonight. Enjoy the city.
He hoped everyone would
Yes,
believe
my
the
king.
coming
As
child
you
belonged to Uriah.
Go in peace, Uriah.
But Uriah refused. Rather than enjoy the comforts of home while his fellow soldiers remained in battle, he slept outside the palace gates. Uriah answered the king with unwavering honor. The Ark of God, my commander, and my fellow soldiers are living in tents. How could I go home while they continue to fight? David realized his plan had failed. David invited Uriah to eat and drink, hoping that after the meal he would finally go home. But even then, Uriah remained faithful to his duty. Unable to hide his sin, David made a far more terrible decision. He wrote a secret letter ordering Uriah's death. Without knowing it, Uriah faithfully carried the sealed letter that contained his own death sentence.
My king and comrades, I will not fail.
Commander Joab opened the king's letter and followed its terrible instructions.
At the front of the fiercest battle, then withdraw from him, that he may be struck down and die.
Uriah was placed in the fiercest part of the battle. When the fighting became intense, the other soldiers withdrew. Uriah stood alone, surrounded by the enemy. Uriah fought with courage until he fell in battle. A loyal servant died because of another man's hidden sin. A messenger returned to Jerusalem with the news. David heard that Uriah was dead. Trying to hide his emotions, he simply replied, "The sword destroys one man as well as another."
Bathsheba mourned the loss of her husband with deep sorrow. After her time of mourning ended, David brought her into the palace as his wife. Soon, their son was born. To everyone around them, David's secret appeared safely hidden. God sent the prophet Nathan to confront the king. Instead of accusing David immediately, Nathan told a story about a rich man who stole a poor man's only beloved lamb. The poor man cherished his little lamb like one of his own children. Yet the rich man selfishly took it away to feed his guest. The story stirred David's anger. David declared that the rich man deserved punishment. Then Nathan looked directly into the king's eyes and said, "You are the man." In that moment, David realized God knew everything. Broken with sorrow, David confessed, "I have sinned against the Lord." Nathan assured him that God had forgiven his sin, yet forgiveness did not erase every consequence. David humbled himself, prayed, fasted, and sought the Lord with all his heart. Although David endured painful consequences, he never stopped trusting God. Later, the Lord blessed David and Bathsheba with another son named Solomon, who would one day become king of Israel. This story reminds us that no one is above God's law. Sin can never remain hidden forever. But when we truly repent, God's mercy is greater than our failures. If this story encouraged your faith, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs the reminder that God's justice is perfect and His mercy is available to everyone who sincerely turns back to Him.